Let's get this one thing straight. It is not fair who makes the most money. The most money doesn't go to the person who's the most talented, who's the best at what they do, who cares the most about their work, who's the hardest worker. In any industry, generally speaking, the person who makes the most money is the person who is the best known. Now look, we can whine about it and moan and go, it's not fair. I work harder than that person. They get all the money just because they're famous and people know them. Or we can say, well, what's your strategy to do something about it? And if you want to take that second approach, I can give you the strategy right here, right now. So flip in, listen till the end of this video, and I can help you start to be the best known in your industry so you can start to make the most money. Let's go. So if we haven't met before, hello, my name is Matt Hall. I'm an online business growth strategist, and I help people grow their audience, do epic launches that bring in lots of revenue without having to trade time for money with one-to-one work. And in this video, I'm sharing the 5 steps on how you can become the best known in your industry. So I want to be clear before I dive into these 5 steps, getting to become the best known person in your industry is not about going back to the drawing board and studying more, passing more exams, getting more qualifications, or necessarily learning more skills, because you'll find there's often people who are way less qualified than you probably are, who are already way more known and making more money. So the first thing I want you to do is, if you're a bit of an intellect, and most of us, because of the schooling system, have been taught to put qualifications on a pedestal and think that's the most important thing, we need to kind of relax that belief a little bit and shift that mindset, because people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. And when you're an authority, when you're seen as somebody with a bigger audience, when you've got marketing that gets you more known than others, whether we like it or not, 9 times out of 10, that's the person people will trust more, irrespective of what your qualifications tell people. But if you follow these 5 steps, you are going to be well on your way to growing your audience, building your email list, getting more known, getting more visible, and starting to earn more money in your business. So let's go into it. Step number 1, you need to become known for one thing. When you think about anybody that's famous, they didn't become famous by being really good at 12 different things or pretty good at 15 different things. Usually somebody becomes famous because they're absolutely world class at one thing. They're outstanding at one thing, and they become known for one thing. Now, that doesn't mean to say with that fame they can't adapt and evolve things over time, but when you trace things back, when somebody's starting out, they absolutely beat on their craft and became world class at that one thing, and you need to do the same too. So I want you to really look at what you stand for, what your business is known for, and ask, is it clear? Is it simple? Is it niche? Does it speak to one ideal client? Or is it trying to speak to everyone? Because if you try and speak to everybody, you speak to nobody. And I know this can be something that people find difficult. I myself will admit I resisted it for years. For years, I was just a bit of a general life mindset business coach that could help anybody and everybody that just wanted to do better in their life or their business. And when I niched it down specifically to help people with business strategy, that's where I massively increased my revenue, became much more well-known, and business today is so much easier because I decided to focus on the one thing. Step number 2, you need to be a visionary with your own methodology and mission. In other words, you need to have a really clear vision for where are you taking this business? Where is it going to go? What's the mission that you help people with when people work with you? And because of achieving that mission, what's the vision that the business will go on to achieve? And once you know that, within that, you need to have your own unique slant on how you achieve that mission and vision. So what that means is it's looking at what you teach or what you do or what your service is and finding, can you have your own unique framework or your own strategy, your own unique way of doing the thing that you do. Now, this doesn't mean completely and utterly reinventing the wheel, but what it does mean is you can't just purely be a carbon copy of somebody else. You've got to find your own slant on things. You've got to find your own way of doing things that gets you remembered and makes you stand out. So for example, for me, the way that I teach business, I've got a bit of a sense of humor. I've got a personality. I don't believe you've got to wear suits and talk with proper corporate jargon and use big posh words. That's not how I do business. I believe business should be more accessible, and anybody who's got drive, ambition and a vision, irrespective of what they're wearing or how they present themselves, can be successful. And that's what I teach. Now, within that, I have my own methodologies and frameworks. So I have my Spotlight strategy, which I teach, which is a visibility strategy. I also have my This Money methodology, which is a framework that helps people identify what are the different products and services that they can sell to market. And these things have been uniquely created by me. Now, the things that I teach within that visibility strategy or the This Money methodology are not completely brand new things that nobody else on the internet has ever spoken about, but the way in which that framework has been put together is uniquely mine. And if you want to become the best known in your industry, you've got to have your unique way of doing things too. Step number 3 is you need to become a content creator. Now that means producing video content on things like YouTube. It means things like social media content. It means audio, things like podcasts. It means having an email list where you're creating emails that you send out to your list. There's various different ways you can produce content, but you need to have on your platforms your stuff that you're putting out there into the world every single week that is getting your brand seen, heard, and importantly, helping people understand what it is you do and how you do it. Now, again, it's really important within this that you have your strategy so you know what platforms are you going to be on, what sort of content will you do on those platforms, how often will you create and post that content. It's really important that you take this seriously and that you get good at being a content creator, because in a 2026 and beyond world, the biggest brands that become the best known and make the most money will become excellent at content creation. Step number 4 is that you need to stop trading your time for money. So you need to really audit what you sell and how much time you currently spend delivering those services. As the CEO of the business, as the person that's leading this personal brand, you need to be doing way more important things than delivering service all day, working in your business rather than working on your business and marketing that business. So within your offer suite, you need to be thinking about, where are my one-to-many offers? Where have I got semi-passive and passive income? Where have I got recurring revenue? Things like subscription-based models where you've got maybe a membership or something like that. It might be something like becoming an author of a book. So you write it once and then you have a book that you can sell time and time and time again that's bringing in revenue. But if you're trying to build a personal brand and make serious wealth in your business and you're still constantly trading time for money with one-to-one services, you are going to massively cap your income potential. More importantly, you're likely to get burnt out constantly giving, and having to deliver in order to make money. And step number 5 is you now need a clear visibility strategy. And what that means is looking at things like, what are the live events you're going to be attending? What are the live events you want to be speaking at and getting on the stages of? What are the podcasts, masterminds, memberships, retreats that you want to be a guest speaker at and you want to be attending? What are the award ceremonies you want to be attending and getting nominated for? And what are the collaborations that you want to be doing? There's a phrase called borrowed trust. The people who already have the bigger audiences, that are already well known, liked, loved and trusted. How can you collaborate with those people so that you can instantly be put in front of a bigger audience that are already going to trust you just through association? Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, have a full strategy called the Spotlight strategy that encompasses all of this. It's basically one of those anagrams where S stands for social media, P stands for personal outreach, and so on and so forth. If you want to watch a full masterclass where I go in depth on every single thing that you need to be doing to get super visible so you can become the best known in your industry, that is available. I'm not even going to talk about giving you this and that for free because my membership is so flipping amazing. You just need to be in there. And if you're not already, what are you playing at? Seriously, my membership is called Success School. It's only 35 quid a month, including VAT, and you can cancel anytime. In there, there's so much stuff. I haven't got time to explain it now, but one of the things I do want to make you aware of is the full visibility masterclasses in there. Click the link below this video, go sign up, grab yourself a membership. Like I say, you can cancel anytime. If you don't like it, if you think I'm a tit, you can just leave. But go and check it out and at least spend a month with us and watch that masterclass, because everything you need to be doing to get super visible is covered in that video. There you go. Thank you for watching. I really hope this has given you some clarity over the things that you need to be doing to get more known in your industry. Make sure you follow those 5 steps. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I post new videos every single week, helping you build your online business, build your audience, and create epic revenue generating launches that mean that you don't have to trade time for money. I'll see you on the next video.